press. You got those timesheets yet?
You sure you want to stand here, Lieutenant?
What? Who put that there?
I have a good idea. Little redhead goes by the name of Natalie.
All right. You get Aniz's hours?
Yeah. Here you go.
So she left work right on time. Any idea where she spent last night?
No.
Because we know she had motive, right? Her ex is threatening her kids. Question is, does she have opportunity?
What did you say?
Is it true you slept with the commissioner?
Where would you get an idea like that? Did someone say something to you?
Matthew. He says you're having an affair with his dad.
Robert Ford had motive, too. Yeah. As for opportunity, we don't know yet.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. You don't have to apologize for taking off my clothes.
The doctor said that you need plenty of rest, so I want you in your pajamas and on the couch.
I don't own any pajamas.
Well, maybe if you're good, Santa will bring you some for Christmas.
Oh, I don't think Sandra's interested in what I wear to bed. But if you are...
I will wait for the spring.
Spring, huh?
Our agreement? No sex for 6 months.
So, what, you still don't trust me? Is that what you're saying? Hey, where have you been? I looked all over for you after I got out of the hospital.
Starr convinced me to go talk to the cops.
About what?
About Dad and how he died.
James, you don't have anything to do with that.
How do you know?
Why would Matthew Buchanan gossip about his father like that?
He was pretty ticked at him.
But to say something like that? What is that? I could have been, you know, with a friend in Ohio visiting or something.
But you weren't. And he seemed pretty sure about it.
This is not the first time this boy has given you problems.
He's been on my case ever since I started dating Danny, but what he was saying, Mom, I mean, the commissioner was here when I got home early this morning, and the excuse you gave me was kind of lame. Plus, I saw his gun and his holster on the couch.
Okay, we are not talking about my boss, but we do need to talk about Eddie.
How do you know I didn't kill Dad?
Because you're not a killer, James.
You're right. He isn't, thank God.
I came close. Yesterday at the gym, I stole Dad's gun out of his duffel bag.
He brought a gun to the fight?
And then I went over there last night, and I pulled the gun out. And Dad he just laughed at me.
James, sorry.
But I pulled the trigger, Bobby, and I hit the wall right behind him. Dad lost it. And it felt so good to see him finally scared of me. And to know that I could do it if I needed to.
What stopped you?
I wasn't gonna let him take one more thing from me. If I had killed Dad, I would have lost my freedom, my life here, my friends. He would have loved that, you know? I wasn't gonna give him that satisfaction.
So what happened to the gun?
I left it at the motel. Someone must have come in after I left and killed him.
Robert Ford. He's a suspect until proven otherwise.
What about his brothers?
James Ford, he was there last night. He says he fired a shot into the wall, but that he didn't kill his father.
You believe him?
Who knows? Lovett said something about trying to track down the manager. Have you found out if he did that yet?
What does Eddie have to do with this?
The man is dead.
Good.
All you have to do is keep both thinking that your relationship was indeed consummated.
And if I don't...
Well, then I will have to tell the police that your son was at the scene of his father's murder.
And I know how that sounds, but I cannot pretend that I'm sad about it.
Nate, did you go to his room last night?
I know how much you wanted to protect me from Dad. And this morning, you said that he was never gonna touch me again.
James, I was in the ER all night. So even if I wanted to finish him off?
Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess we're not the only ones who wanted him dead.
So this guy James claims he put a bullet in the wall, left the gun with his father, and he took off.
And you believe him?
Suppose it's possible.
Well, if that's true, then that means the killer's still out there.
Yeah, which means I got work to do.
Call me and let me know if you want me to pick up food or anything, okay?
Thanks.
Ford, you weren't in the ER all night. So you want to tell me why you just lied to your brother?
Why do you want to know if I went to Eddie's room last night?
Just answer the question.
Mom, are you asking me if I killed him?
I came back here to pick up some stuff for you, and when I got back to the ER, you weren't there.
I told you I was getting some tests done.
Right, except when I asked the nurses where you went, none of them knew. When I was gone, did you go to the motel? Did you kill your father?
No, Lang. I was in a hospital getting poked and prodded and scanned.
Ford, if you went to go get an x-ray, there'd be some kind of record. There'd be a picture, a film, a chart, something. You do realize that now that James has been cleared, they're gonna come after you. What are you gonna tell the police? Don't answer it.
I'm not gonna start acting guilty when I'm not.
Lieutenant, hi. What can I do for you?
Sorry to hear about your dad.
Yeah, it was a lousy way to go, but as I'm sure you know, we weren't that close.
Can I come in?
Yeah, come on in.
I need to ask you where you were last night between midnight and 6 a.m.
Well, my dad had beaten me up. I was in the hospital.
Okay, you were in the hospital all night?
Yeah.
You got a witness? Anybody that can corroborate that?
Call the hospital. Ask my doctor. Ask the nurses.
Oh, you know, doctors and nurses can be busy people. Anyone else that can vouch for you?
I can.
You were there all night?
Yeah, I took him to the hospital. I waited there with him, and I took him home.
Okay. I'll talk to the hospital. If there's anything either one of you want to add, now would be a good time.
Well, I can't think of anything. Except that my old man was a nasty son of a bitch. So he hurt a lot of people. Made a lot of enemies.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm going to check out your story.
Do what you have to do.
Why did you do that? Why did you lie for me?
I would never accuse you of killing Eddie. I was asking because I know that there was a fight and Bobby was hurt, and maybe you went to talk to your father, and maybe you saw something.
Anybody home? It's James and Starr.
Do you want to let your brother in?
Hey.
Hey, how's it going? We just dropped by to see how you guys were doing.
Thank you. That was very sweet of you. I'm not really gonna miss your father. I don't think any of us are. But it was a shock.
Have you heard anything?
Yeah, we just came from the PD.
Do they have any leads?
Okay, well, anyway, we just came by to see how you guys were doing.
Yeah, that was so sweet of you. Thank you.
Yeah, and if you need anything, I mean anything at all, just let me know, okay? Okay, well, anyway, we'll see you later.
Bye. It wasn't James.
I know.
Officers interviewed everyone registered at the motel. Why didn't you talk to them?
I can't have my wife knowing where I was last night, if you know what I mean.
Why are you here now?
I saw someone leaving the dead guy's room.
You would have done anything to protect James, so that's why I protected you. But I need to know. Did you kill your father?
You think you can ID the person you think you saw leaving Eddie Ford's room?
Yeah, I got a good look.
Is the person you saw here?
Yeah, I was here.
Person you saw coming out of Eddie Ford's room.
Right here.
I can't talk right now.
So just listen. You told me that one of my sons was at the scene of Eddie's murder. James was just cleared.
What makes you think I was talking about James? You have 2 more sons, Inez.
Did you leave the hospital and go to the motel?
Hey, where you been?
We went to go see how Mom and Nate were holding up.
And?
And they both seemed to be acting a little bit weird.
Yeah, like maybe they were hiding something about your dad's murder. So what are you saying? Are you saying that it was Bobby? That Bobby was at the motel? That he has something to do with Eddie's death?
Maybe it was Nate.
Lieutenant McVeigh. Hi.
Hey, Nate, can I come in? I need to ask you a couple questions.
Yeah, shoot. I mean, sure. Fine.
What were you doing at your father's murder scene?